What's up, Arizona? Thank you so much for watching another edition of Dropping Dimes with Cam and Chili. I don't know what number we're on, Chili. We're down the
I
road
think we're
on
on
this.
14. We're on
We're,
14.
we're on
We're on
14,
14.
episode
Yeah.
14. It's always good to see you, my friend, man. How's it going? Tough weekend
Uh,
for
you know,
Arizona sports.
yeah, for some of them. I mean, look, your sons are struggling, but I know you're all hyped
Hold on,
about being
struggling,
500. I know you're
struggling.
all super
Just,
hyped
just,
about being
just so we're
500.
clear, that team is gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah,
The Suns will make
mediocrity
the
breeds
playoffs.
happiness. Mediocrity breeds happiness here in the
Uh,
valley, I guess.
no, no,
And
no, no.
the
It's not
Cardinals are
mediocrity.
struggling.
It's
Cardinals are
caring.
struggling.
It's hustle. It's so much better without Katie and Bradley Beal. This team will make the playoffs. Just
Hey,
so we're
I don't
clear.
disagree. I don't disagree with that. I do disagree with your other assessment, though. I disagree with your other assessment, but it's all good.
Yeah,
That's neither here nor there.
yeah, they'll be
That's neither
fine.
here nor
They'll
there.
be fine. You know,
Yeah,
just so people at home know, I'll get texts from Chili during the Suns game. Like when they win, nothing. He's never like, "Hey, good game." You know, "Hey, Devin Booker's playing out of his mind." People are finally seeing he's always been one of the best players in basketball year in and
I've
year out.
always supported Dev. I've
Correct, correct.
always
But
supported
not
DB.
everybody's thought that. They thought he fell off a little bit. So finally you're recognizing what other people should have seen this whole time. You know, Chili, he won't text me after a win. After a loss, you're like, "Oh, I told you so. See, look at this team." But not after a win, you're like, "Oh man, Dylan Brooks, what a pickup. What a pickup.
Hey,
He's
I
been
like
playing like."
Dylan. I
Oh,
like
got him.
hey
Got him.
anybody
Okay.
that got them DB initials for the
Okay.
Suns. We're
Okay.
good.
Okay.
We're good.
Uh
And Grayson
Jalen
Allen
Green's
is
got to
my
get healthy.
dog.
Yeah, Grayson Allen's
Grayson
got to get
Allen,
healthy
my
too.
dog,
There we go.
my man, Splash from the. He remind me what's Buddy that became like the GM for the Celtics and um
Brad
played
Stevens? No.
no
Danny Ainge?
Danny
Danny
Ainge,
Ainge. Danny
yes,
Ainge.
yes, he's like the new wave Danny Ainge, and I dig that about him. I think that he's a stud. Always did. I loved him back at Duke, and I didn't really love Duke like that. But your
I'm glad you're
Cardinals,
saying this in an open forum. So that way I'll get text now after they win. I
hey,
appreciate that. I
but but
appreciate that.
but
The
but your
Cardinals are struggling.
Cardinals.
Yeah, they're struggling. They're
And
struggling.
JG, I like him.
I do
I
too.
want him to stay on.
Yeah, here's the deal. I JG is a good coach. They just
I
haven't
think
won enough.
so.
And so here's I'll tell everybody about the coach situation right now. Here's what I firmly believe. They are not moving on from Jonathan Gannon. They are
Good.
as of now. Nothing has changed. They still believe in his staff. I said they still believe in JG and Monty in the direction that they're heading right now. My thoughts is this offseason they'll allow them to pick their own quarterback, at least for the time being moving forward. They're going to move on from Kyler. That'll be the reset button they hit with this team and going forward. My guess is they'll also make some changes to the coaching staff, especially on the offensive side. So that's what you will see, I think, down the road with the Cardinals. Now, the only thing that could change that is if they keep having these blowouts. Back to back games now, you've lost pretty bad to divisional opponent. If you start stacking five of those in a row, Chili, six of
But
those in a row, like regardless of the injuries, that's where I think some
listen,
conversations could happen. But as of now,
li
nothing has changed.
listen. This is all I'm going to say about the Cardinals situation regarding like the injuries and stuff. If you take the starting quarterback off of almost any team, if you riddle any team with these kind of injuries, they're struggling. They're struggling. Like we got to stop forcing,
Yeah,
unless you're ASU and Coach Dillingham, in which my man is an absolute miracle worker. My
the
man
wizard.
could, hey, there's nothing on a football field that my man can't orchestrate that doesn't turn into a W.
Real quick. Oh, you meant the Cardinals when they lost their starting quarterback and added a quarterback that could put up better numbers. Got it. Okay, fair
No, but
enough.
it's just tough to get them to win games when they're struggling with injuries and things like that. But
Yeah.
like,
They do have
you
a lot
know,
of injuries.
listen, the Bills, if you take Josh Allen and like a bunch of guys off of that team, like, dude, they're struggling. They're struggling to get dubs. That's just look at how bad the Niners were for a minute when Brock Purdy was down, and
How about our
it's
boy?
just
How about our
it's
boy
hey.
Brock coming back home?
And Chase
And
and
Chase Lucas.
Ricky,
I know, and Ricky Millerstone. Yeah, that
all
was
our
cool.
guys doing
That
their
was cool.
thing.
That
And
was
did you
cool.
see Chase? Did you see Chase at the end of the game do
I
just like he
did.
did, just like he did after he won that championship with Chandler so many years ago? Ran up to the side and pushed his way up, hugged his mom. Man, I love that kid. I
I
love
did.
that
I
kid.
did too. I did
That
too.
special guy.
Uh, we'll talk about ASU at the end of the show because I do want to get Chili's thoughts on it. Still alive in a lot of things. Beat West Virginia at home. Another
Beat
sellout.
them. Pat
Uh,
McAfee,
I got
what?
I got some questions for Chili, but let's get it rolling here on dropping dimes. Who you want to start with? I see them
Oh,
both.
you see them both? Okay, okay.
Give me a name
Okay.
first.
We're gonna start off with my two-way dynamo first. We're gonna start off with my two-way dynamo, an absolutely spectacular athlete out of Desert Mountain, the one and only Ryan McDonough, the Georgetown commit, Mr. Friday Night Fever himself in that return game, an absolute problem out there. Ryan, what's going on, man?
What up, Chili? Thank you for having me on here.
Hey,
There we
it's
go.
Cam's
There we
show,
go.
so.
There, no, no, no. It's our show, Chili. Ryan, how's it going?
Going great. How about you?
It's going great, sir. Just take me through the playoff time. What's the feeling like to still be alive and in the hunt for another for a state title?
It's very exciting to play. Keep extending my season with my brothers. Hopefully, keep it going this Friday.
Man, hey, you guys got a big one this Friday versus Desert Edge. All them
Yes,
Division
sir.
One athletes, like 73 of them over there. How are you guys preparing? How's Coach Hamilton? Going through film session and all that stuff with you guys, trying to figure out, how to stop these guys.
Just laser focus, coming up with good game plans, and just got to play hard and compete.
Take me through
Man,
last week's game. Just what did you? How tough was that? What were the emotions like? What would you feel? What'd you see? Y'all, of course, came away with a big win over Cactus.
Yeah, that was an awesome game for us. We went into half down 7, but came out firing and got a quick stop and then put some points on the board and kind of just took off from there.
Ryan, I know you guys have been in the Open the past couple of years. The thoughts of competing for a 5A title this year, and I mean, just competing for a state title in general. Just what are the thoughts?
It's very exciting. It's been our number one goal the whole year. Just to play in the state championship would be a great experience for all of us.
You'd see
hey,
Coach Hamilton. He'd smile.
Yes,
He,
sir.
he he was he was smile.
Yes, sir.
hey, you guys have always had dogs over there at Desert Mountain, and you guys aren't the average 5A team.
Mm.
Tapley's, your brother. What's it like over there? The culture, like how do you guys make this thing work off to the side?
I'd say the culture is a great culture. I mean, we all love each other. We all work really hard. We all trust in our coaching staff. We get coached hard, and honestly, I don't think any of us would have it any other way.
The coaching hard part. Take me through that because not everybody wants to be coachable, much less coach hard in today's day and age. Why is that important for you guys to be willing to do that and to listen to coach that way?
I think it's really important in football, but honestly, life too. Just being held accountable for everything. You honestly, our coaches trust in us. We trust in our coaches, and we trust in our teammates. And I think it works out pretty well for us.
Hey, I'm not gonna really blast anybody, but I am going to say that I've probably been hit up by a lot of Scottsdale area quarterbacks from different teams and stuff that have all linked themselves saying, "Oh, McDonough's coming to us. Ryan McDonough's going to be coming to us." You're like one of the hottest names ever for transfer, but you never left. Like you always stayed loyal to
No.
loyal to DM, loyal to the Wolves. What is that about? Like, what was it about Desert Mountain that you were just like, man, this is home. This is where I want to be. I want to try to win one here. I want to compete at the top. What is it?
I think it's just Coach Hamilton. He's definitely played a big impact in my career. Playing for him has just been life changing. He's taught me a lot since he played in the NFL. He's taught me a lot how to be a great defensive back, and just playing for my community. I think we all love each other. Everyone supports us, and I think it's unmatched anywhere else.
Ryan, just I'm going to follow up on that. But you grew up around Desert Mountain, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
So I mean, you hear people go elsewhere. You know what I mean, and go to different communities from where they grew up, probably leaving friends sometimes too as well.
Yeah.
But how special is it? Because I mean, that's home, right? Those are the streets you grew up on with the friends you
Sure.
grew up around. To do it with them, just how special is that?
It's very special. I mean, I grew up going to the games. I went to the feeder elementary school, the feeder middle school, and now I'm at the high school. So it's been awesome. I've probably driven past DM every day for the past at least 10 years.
And
Man, hey,
graduation gonna be super emotional for you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, get ready, get ready.
hey,
That's gonna be a
Yeah.
tough thing.
Hey, one of the elite return guys in the state, one of the
First
elite
team
return
all
guys.
region.
Hey,
Yes,
I
sir.
got the bio here.
what is it about like when the ball leaves the kicker or punter's foot that like you're just looking at that thing up in the air? What goes through your mind? Like, is it just, hey, 10 seconds later, I'm gonna see y'all in the end zone, come party with your boy?
I'd say that's it. I definitely got to focus on catching it first. And then once you catch it, that's the hard part. Once you catch it, you just got to get vertical. And my guys do a great job blocking for me, so it's not that hard when you got have my defensive punt return unit blocking for me.
Right.
Hey,
There's no fear. I mean, because so you look it up. You're not even you look down a little bit, right? You see the guy, but then you got to follow the ball. Like,
Yeah,
how do you balance some of that?
I I think it's just kind of an instinct. And we
Okay.
hey,
practice a lot. We do specialist period in practice, catching punts and getting vertical. So I think that definitely helps a lot
Is
too.
that the hardest thing to do? What is the hardest thing to do on a football field?
I don't know. I feel like quarterback reading defenses.
Oh, okay.
that's crazy that he says that because his brother was a quarterback, a
But
legit
yeah,
quarterback
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ryan, listen, I'm gonna have Cam send the chopper out there for that Desert Edge game. If
All
you
right.
if you take if you take a kickback, I need you to point up at the chopper. I need you to point up at the chopper when you get in that end zone. Cool?
All right.
I'm
We'll
not
do.
I'm not trying to put the target on you. I'm just saying like we
Wait,
need
so
that
that's
Friday night fever
well,
moment.
let me
No,
write
I
that
got
down.
you.
The chopper out to okay. I got
Hey,
you.
well, hey, one thing real quick, because we kind of addressed it. Your brother Brady, played over there at Desert Mountain with you. You were lucky enough to get a couple years with him.
Yeah.
I got to know, off to the side, your dad, Brady, you guys are playing some golf. I know Brady is legit, but how competitive are those golf games?
They're definitely pretty competitive. I mean, it's anyone's game. I'm usually not winning it, but it's a great we always try to compete who can hit the ball the furthest. So
Dang,
that's more even for us.
Ryan, they
Okay.
be they be taking your lunch money on the golf course, man.
Uh, yeah, I'd say
Oh,
so.
that's
Yeah.
you know what? Chili's also bad at golf. Like we
Dang.
he knows what you mean, Ryan. We
It's
get it.
tough.
Yes, it's a hard sport. Ball doesn't move,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
what happened? Real quick,
Hard.
how's your brother doing?
He's
Navy,
doing
right?
good. Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
good. He comes home next week. It'll be the first time I've seen him in a couple months, so I'm pretty excited for that. Hopefully we can stay alive so we can watch me next Friday too.
Oh, that would
Have
be
you picked
lit.
his brain on that? What the schedule that he's got and what they go through? He's doing
It's
that and
unreal.
football, right? Like all of the above.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, I barely get to talk to him anymore. He's so busy.
Hey,
Man.
man, he's up before God and the paperboy every day.
Oh,
For sure.
sheesh.
For
They just
sure.
ready to
Facts.
roll. Ryan, we
For sure.
appreciate it, man. Good luck this week against Desert
Thank
Edge.
you.
Should be a
Thank you.
fun one, right? You guys got the
Hey,
Yes.
talent, man.
point,
That'll be
Yes,
fun.
point
The
sir.
up at the
best games this
chopper.
week. Yeah,
All
I
Point
right.
up
got.
at the
Will
chopper.
do.
I'll get
Will
the
do.
chopper, Chili. I'm gonna call the chopper as soon as we're done here. I got you, Ryan.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you for having me
Appreciate it.
on.
Yeah, yeah,
Have a
yeah.
good night.
How cool is
See.
that? How cool is that,
Hey,
Chili?
he's a stud. One of the best return guys that we've probably ever seen in this state. Super underrated defensive back, and he could be an elite slot receiver too. Catches the ball great and is super competitive, man. Mm, we got one. We got a
Yep,
hot one next. Oof.
it's coming
I don't
in.
I don't even know how to start this intro, but I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the first commits in the class for ASU, one of the top defensive players in the state, one of the best safeties I've seen in the country, the one, the only, straight out of Liberty, and played 3 times in Sun Devil Stadium already. That is his home. He's got the locker ready to go if they get back there again this year. Zach Angel. Thews an absolute nightmare for running backs, quarterbacks, and wide receivers that try to come across the middle. Is that what's going on, man?
How you doing? How you doing?
Is
Hey,
that the
we're
welcome in?
good.
The dropping dimes. We're great. You and
Yep.
Chili. I'm Cam. Does that just take us through this year, man? What's it been? And that's a cool man. We got to get us one of those, Chili. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. We got to get there. What's this year been like for you?
It's been solid. We first game obviously opened up with a bang at home. How to do it right, and then went out to Utah. Had a well learned lesson, and ever since then,
Cool.
I think we've really progressed as a team. So we're on to bigger, better things now.
Did you ever pick the first game?
Yeah, I had two.
Was it right in front of your dad?
One. No, I want to say no, it wasn't. It was like on
Okay.
the opposite side, but yeah.
Opposites. Okay. I remember one pick. I think it was you. And I just remember I remember looking around and be like, oh, there's a lot of people. Everybody's going nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Zeth, you transfer into Liberty. You're one of the leaders on this defense. You got some absolute dogs in front of you.
Yes, sir.
Hudson Dunn, are those defensive linemen, Bernstein,
Yep.
passing John.
Yep.
What's it like with that defense, like responsibility and things like that?
Man, there's a lot of dogs on this defense from DBs to up our front seven. Like they do a great job for us, at least our front seven, to get to the quarterback and get the ball out on time. I think I think we all play hand in hand. We got a lot of players who can cover, so it also helps them give more time to get to the quarterback as well. So I mean, our whole defense really is a unit for sure.
Hey,
Who's
hey,
who,
hey,
who's
Zach,
the
Zach,
who's the,
Zach,
who's the
real
best
quick.
player in that defense?
Everybody.
Hey, Zach, real quick.
Every I love it. I love it.
Zach, I gotta ask you since you're talking about defensive backs that can cover and stuff like that. One of my favorite defensive backs in this state, Callaway. Talk to me
Yes,
about
sir.
how special he is. Break his game down a little bit. What you like about him that absolutely helps you out
Man,
in
he's
doing your job.
I think, just watching his confidence grow over time, him being with us as with me as Saguaro, and then we also transfer Liberty, man, just seeing him grow and fight through adversity. He obviously came over playing the other side of the ball. We needed a player at that DB spot, and since then he really took that role. He's elevated as a leader. He's elevated in the classroom, and honestly, he's underlooked. I think he needs to be
D1
recruited
guy.
more. For sure, for sure.
D1 guy.
Yes, sir.
Stop it. D1
Yes, sir.
guy.
No doubt. No doubt.
Zach, what does it mean to play for Liberty? What makes you guys so special up there in the North Pole?
Man, I think we really pride ourselves on our brotherhood. Throughout from once season is over, from that January all the way to December again, man, we really always find a way to unite as a whole team. As the year progresses, we always find a way. There's always adversities, always things to overcome, but time and time again, we've really shown that we can stay as a brotherhood, and that's brought us to do and accomplish many great things.
I'm sure you guys have seen it all year. So, you've seen people talk about Hamilton, what they've done. People talk about Basha, what they've done. People talk about Chandler and what they've done. I feel like, and this is crazy to say because you guys are defending two-time Kings of Arizona. You guys have flown under the radar a little bit. Have you guys just been kind of waiting for this time of the year to showcase really what you guys got going on out there at Liberty? Do you see all the chatter about the other schools and do y'all like flying under the radar like that?
Yeah, so honestly, man, throughout the year, we obviously know, like, as history has shown, Liberty's not going to get that sort of respect or be everywhere, all over social media. But at the end of the day, we really pride ourselves in believing in each other, believing that it goes back to that brotherhood. Honestly, we always keep our head down. We grind it out every single day. Throughout the year, we focus on 1 week at a time. We're still on that timely manner. We take it one thing, one day at a time, one practice, one meeting, and it's brought us to do many great things throughout the years, and we, why switch what don't need to be fixed?
He sounds like Chili, Coach
Who?
Thomas. Coach Thomas give me the
Okay.
same.
Facts.
And what's it like to play for him? The man is a genius. I'll say it. The
Yeah,
man is
yeah.
a genius.
Honestly, it's really a blessing. Ever since I've been here, they've welcomed me. Him, the coaching staff, they've welcomed me with open arms. Accepted me from where I came from and all that, and they've allowed me to progress my game, and they've also helped me to progress my game. They've stayed on me from the classroom to the weight room to film, the field, and it's honestly a blessing. He's a mastermind. The offense, they give us great reps at. Throughout
Yeah.
practices and throughout the year, we've seen a lot of formations and everything. That it's really helped us out, and it's great to be there playing against or playing for him. Yeah,
Hey, I got two things that but the first thing I want to know is building off of what Cam asked regarding Coach Helms. I want to know what the relationship is like with Coach Guinea. What's it like going through the film? The guy is an absolute savant of
yeah,
savants when it comes to defense.
yes, sir.
What's it like when you're picking his brain or when he's kind of directing you guys during film and stuff like that?
Man, it's been great, playing under his wing as well. He's a great coach. He trusts all the players from starters to backups. He trusts us all in the same ways. He allows us to play our true game. The coaching staff, along with Coach Guinea, Coach Gardner, they all do a great job. Pushing us to be better every single day. Really demanding us in every aspect of life, whether it's on the field, in the classroom. They hold us to very high standards, but I think as a players, the brotherhood, we always come through, and it's just it's a blessing to be able to play under him for sure.
Man, I love that. Hey, the second question is you were the first. I think you were the first commit for Dillingham for this class.
Yeah.
Activating the Valley. What was it that you were like, hey man, I love everything about this guy. I want to commit now, and I want to help, be part of the recruiting process in
Yeah.
bringing kids in because I always see you hanging around a lot of these guys right before they commit, and then all of a sudden they commit because they talk to my man Zeth Thews about the burritos out here being amazing and things like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what was it?
The
On
burritos out here.
Yeah, honestly, you know, that he really when he came, he really showed and pushed that the movement of Activate the Valley, and last year especially it really took off. I think a lot of the fans, the city, the people in Arizona really bought into it, and it showed, especially this season, continuous home game sellouts. The team does a great job with in a way recruiting. I've asked a couple of guys, how is it playing under him, and they all say it's great. It's every day is he demands a lot out of them, but at the end of the day, he allows the program to really have fun on the field, and you can see it. Their brotherhood is great too. There, they always, hearing their conversations, seeing how they push each other in practice. They always got each other's back, and it kind of reminds me of being at Liberty or Saguaro, a really program that demands a lot out of the players, but at the end of the day, it's mutual between the players, and they allow you to be yourself. So that
Those
really that
sell
really got me,
those sellouts are incredible, man.
man.
Like
Yeah, that's great.
it is in my 12 years here. Like, listen, we've seen some lean years for ASU,
Yeah,
but when Kenny spoke those words of activate the value, you wondered, like, your coaches say things like that all the time. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And it was really catchy. But to see it catch fire and to
hmm
like truly see Tempe be different from the
yep,
community to the fans. I love what Graham Rossini, he listens to people. Kenny listens to people. Good recruits like yourself, like there is truly something special going on out there in Tempe. It is cool that you're one of those guys that are going to help it lead it because
yeah,
it's in a great spot now. I can
hmm
only imagine what it's going to be like in 4 years from now. You know what I mean?
that's
Especially if
right,
it just keeps going like that.
sir.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, real
Hey,
quick, I'm watching this interception he had against Brophy. How did your
sheesh.
leg feel after that, man?
Man,
You landed and it was I was
yeah.
almost like jump watching it.
Yeah, so throughout the whole play, I kind of understood, what was going to happen. I go over there, I make the play, whatever, and he kind of just awkwardly landed on my leg a little bit. Gave it some pressure towards
Yeah.
my lower fibula or tibia, yeah. And I stood up, I celebrated, but then adrenaline kind of started to wear off, and I just dropped. I was like, ah, dang, it
Are you
hurts, man.
good?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, all
I'm
right, all
fine.
right. Chili,
Man, he a warrior.
my man is an
Yeah,
athlete. That
yes,
dude,
sir.
For
yeah,
sure.
he flew. When you see people fly, you seen Angels in the outfield where he flew to make the catch. That's what he did. He
Got
flew to make the
Middle name is
interception.
Angel. What you expect?
I
Hey, my
agree.
man
I
do
There
that.
agree.
it
I'm just
is.
saying.
There it
My
is.
man do that. He like that. Is that can you let Cam know that you really like that?
I
Because
I
Cam
I
sometimes not
I see it.
believing.
The,
I
the
see
Hey,
it.
film speaks for itself. That's how I feel.
Real quick. Who
one of
real
the
quick?
top
Just
three, hold on. One of the top three defenders in the state, and he's not two or three. FYI.
well, I agree. I'm gonna ask him who's the best defender in the
Respect.
state.
Not including
Um,
yourself.
not including
Uh,
myself. Honestly, anybody from my team from Liberty Lions, I think they're all up there. We're all up there together at that number one spot. I think.
I'm gonna put him down for the
Sheesh.
vote. Voting all Liberty.
Damn,
Zeb.
okay.
Zeb,
They
we
coming in, they
appreciate it.
coming in the studio as a squad. They coming
I
in the studio as
that's
a
listen.
squad.
Always,
We're voting
always.
on
Those are my
awards here
boys.
soon. I just wanted to ask. Chili, got anything more?
Nah, man. Hey, Zeth, I appreciate everything, man. Through your whole career, I've got to watch you at
Sir.
the start. Your first year at Saguaro with I believe was with Mons.
Yes,
Your
sir.
second year with Coach Hill,
Chill, yeah.
and then these last 2 years with Coach Thomas. You've had an absolute great education in the sport of football here in the state of Arizona with all those leaders, and I can't wait to watch you do this thing at ASU.
Sir.
I got one more. I got one more. Is that
Oh,
if you had to
see,
have
he lied.
a food named after you, okay? Say one of these businesses in Tempe. We're gonna put you on the map already. All right. Say somebody comes. Hey, we want to name something after you. A dish, whatever. What is it? What's
Man,
on it?
I'm a big pizza and wing guy, so
Ooh.
any type of combo, the Zato combo, whatever, I think that's a
Yeah.
great name.
Look at that. Look at what does that include? We
Man,
pizza and wings. Get a little
Yeah,
bit of everything.
yes, sir.
man, you
Yes,
got
sir.
to. What do you put on your pizza? What does a Zeth pizza look like? Just out of
Man,
curiosity.
honestly, so I like to go, mozzarella cheese, of course, shredded mozzarella, pepperonis, and then I'm a big bacon guy as well. Gotta have
Love
pepperoni
it.
and bacon on the pizza, you know.
Need it.
Sometimes, depending on the day, I'm feeling a little spicy, go throw some jalapenos on there. I think,
Okay.
Dang,
yep,
that's too
yep.
much. That's
Hey,
too much for me. Now,
I'm
to the
Nah,
doing that.
jalapenos, I
that's
can
where
do
it's
everything
at.
else.
That's where it's at.
Pineapple, pineapple, no pineapple.
Not on that pizza, but I do like pineapple and ham pizza on the side,
Okay,
though.
all right,
Like to
okay,
take
okay,
that.
Man.
okay. I see. This guy's the best. Zach, we
Hey,
appreciate the time, man.
Venezia's,
Yes, sir.
Gus's, any of
Yeah,
those pizza spots, they gotta holler at my man.
Got to.
there we go. Oh, Bobby, hey, real quick, this week, Red Mountain. I'm sorry, we talking about all kinds of things.
Yeah, no
What'd you make
worries.
this week, Red Mountain?
Wait, ask that again. Sorry.
Just the game this week. What are your thoughts on playing them coming up?
We're obviously blessed to be back in the open again. Defending, last week we had a great week of practice. Great way to get better last week. Really took accountability and making sure that off week wasn't a true off week. We really grinded it out last week, and you know we're our coaches, all of our players were well prepared. We're ready to just take our game to the next level and elevate. They got a ton of great athletes on their team, of course. They're on the open for a reason, and I think it's going to be a great matchup for sure.
Okay. I apologize, Zeth, because now I gotta ask one more
See,
question.
No worries.
look what you did, Chili.
Hey, 2 years over at Saguaro. One year, obviously you guys didn't win, and then the next year you guys won.
Yeah.
And then 2 years here at Liberty, obviously coming off Open Division championships and stuff like that. Is it easier going into this playoffs, into a playoff situation as a champion or not as a champion? Like, are you able to compartmentalize things differently? I'm just curious about the mindset since my man here has done both ways.
Honestly, I think it's in a way it's easier because I understand the pressure that's put on everybody in the open. Honestly, it's a big thing to play in a big group of great athletes. Every team's gonna have their good players, and just being able to understand what it takes to win. We can kind of spread and apply that to every other player on our team, and really just all buy into each other and into the same mindset, same goals. And I think it really, honestly, it helps us out in a way. Like experience, I
Okay,
think is a great thing to have for sure.
There
love
we
it.
go. There we go. We
All
appreciate
right.
that. Good luck this week
Sir, thank you,
against Ray.
thank you,
Real quick,
appreciate it.
forks up for everybody watching, man. Come on.
Yes, sir. Forks
Now
up,
we're
forks
talking.
up.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Thanks for the time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They got a big matchup. Liberty does against Red Mountain this week as the Open Division kind of gets off and rolling. Really gets off and rolling. All those teams coming off a bye week now. It's getting interesting, Chili. It's getting
No, it's
interesting
gonna it's,
now.
it's gonna be crazy, man. I know that people were curious about like the formula and would it really serve and work and things like that.
I think it
My
did. I think it did.
a little bit.
I
Listen,
think it.
the
I'll say this: 20 of 29 teams is too many. Is too many the way it balances out. I'm not a fan of teams with losing records getting into playoffs. I don't care what the strength of schedule is and all of that stuff. So that's just me personally. Like I'm just saying. So I think 20 of 29 is too much, but I think moving forward you'll see more teams come in to 6A and it'll balance it out a little bit better.
now, I've had some people hit me up, and I've talked to some like coaches and parents and things like that on the sideline regarding like now more than ever. The 6A tournament, is that a state champion? Like whoever wins the 6A tournament, how are they classified?
Is
Because
a state it chilly. So you and I have had this conversation a long time. I don't need one state champion. I don't need it.
no,
I don't
right.
need I don't so like I'm cool.
But if the 6A already has
It's
everybody competing in this
no,
open,
not
I
everybody.
mean,
Not everybody. So
so
the
we should
six
just let everybody compete in the playoffs like basketball and like have like a 64 team tournament.
Chili, you and I have talked about this. In other states, they take every region and they just split them up. And so there's two 6A champions, there's two 5A champions, there's two
In
4A
Texas, they
champions.
do that. In
They
Texas, they do
yeah, they
that.
do. So like here, there's an open champion, and then those teams that fell down compete for a 6A title. I don't consider that any less. To me, an open championship is just as valuable as a 6A title. It's
Is
just
it?
as valuable. It is. It is.
It
It's
is
just as
because
valuable as a 5A title. Because guess what? When you and I are in the grave, long and gone, they're not going to remember how they got there. They're just going to remember that they got there
yeah,
and that so
maybe,
and so school won a state title. So they're all to
maybe.
me just as valuable.
Maybe because I know a lot of people really feel like the most important thing is giving kids a chance to win a championship. So the more championships that you can provide out there, the better, because everybody's got to get a trophy. So I totally get that. I'm just
I don't say that everybody's a trophy. I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
no. We,
your
we got to have
regions,
more. We got
your
to have more, as
regions,
many as
your
possible,
region,
as many as
your
possible.
conferences. I don't a 1A title and the open title to me equal big titles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But the one A
you
does.
want to
But
you want a state title.
how come the 1A doesn't get two titles?
What do you mean?
How come we don't have like a 1A open
We don't got enough schools.
and
We don't
then
got enough
I
schools.
don't know. There's a lot of schools in some of those lower divisions.
Let's add 45 more schools and then we'll talk about two state champions in
But
every
4A and
conference.
4A and 5A have a ton of schools. Is it 4A and 5A or 3A and 4A? I can't remember, but there's a ton
It's
of schools.
4 and 5A. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a ton. There's more schools in those two divisions than in the 6A.
Like I said, 20 of 29 teams. There needs to be more. That
That's a
ratio is
lot.
too much.
That's a lot. I mean, it's all good. Like I like to see kids win. I mean, so the
I do
more
too.
trophies that we hand out, the better. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Who is also a super duper Suns fan. I don't want to get too far into that, but since he just went to a game and got to cheer on the Valley boys and live the nostalgia, I guess real quick,
Adam, he's such a hater, man. He's
that's
just
not
mad.
hating.
This
That's not
Suns
God
team,
hating.
forbid, God
this
forbid a kid just go try to watch the OG Valley
yeah.
jersey
I
and
mean, listen,
watch
this
some
Suns
Devin
team
Booker ball.
is fun to watch.
I
Book is
agree.
reminding everybody why he's one of the best players in the league. Should be an all-star every year. You know, gone are
I agree with
are the
I do agree with some of that.
yeah, gone is all the toxicness of last year and players who don't impact winning and don't
I think
and
the
want
reason, yeah,
Batman respect but robbing responsibilities. All those guys are gone. All those guys are
I
gone.
You
I think
guys
the reason.
wanted Budenholzer though.
I did.
Stop it.
I did, and I
You
was
But we
wanted
didn't know. We didn't
Budenholzer.
know. We did not
Oh, you
know.
didn't
We
know
did
that he
not
couldn't
know.
coach? You
listen.
didn't know that he just
Hold on. I wanted a community guy. What we got
Right.
was the complete opposite. I will always
Exactly.
root for the community guy to come home. What we got was not even close to what we thought we'd
No.
get.
Oh
So
Not
as
my
far
even.
as I'm
goodness.
concerned, I like
Y'all.
jail. All right, what are we talking about? What you want to talk about with Adam? With go ahead,
Hey,
Chili.
hey, hey,
Go ahead,
hey, Adam, listen,
Adam. I'm sorry. I apologize for Chili. I have to apologize.
Karen's so upset right now because I don't want to buy in on his sons going to the playoffs. But anyways,
I'm
moving
buying in.
on, moving on. Hey, Adam, I want to know some ball players that really stood out to you. I guess this first week of everybody participating in the playoffs. Were there any certain performances that you were like, wow, dude, big time playoff performance? I'm stunned.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta go with the game I was at. Case Van Bosch over there for Brophy, 7 total touchdowns. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, quite the performance from a Brophy team that's not quietly, but quietly put up 2 back-to-back 50-point games in the last 2 weeks. So really excited
That
about what
was
head coach Jason Jules doing over there.
Adam and I were both there, Chili. I thought it was really impressive.
Of
Castillo
course you
popped
were.
them in the mouth.
Why wouldn't the two Suns fans hang out together
Yeah,
so
you're
they
right.
can
You're right.
talk about how hard they work and how fun they are to watch? Like, I mean, you guys
Castillo
probably coordinated this thing.
Castillo popped them in the mouth
Yeah,
multiple times, and Brophy answered the bell every time. And
yeah,
listen, the one thing that and Coach Jewell knows this because I've mentioned to him, every Brophy fan knows this, like they fumble the ball way too much. And there's a
yeah.
special teams mistake every game, it just seems like. They had 2 quick kick returns taken back on them, and yet Brophy explodes in the third quarter and puts the game away. To me, that's as impressive as win have I seen this year from the Broncos.
Hey, another performance in that game, Beetle. I know that you were watching it super closely, Cam. I know you probably had to leave around halftime or something like that. Troy Hodege from Castile. What are you expecting to see from him down the stretch for Castile as they get an opportunity to chase a 6A title-ish thing.
Yeah, he's huge.
Trophy.
What I love about him the most is just the speed. He's just such a fast athlete. He had one of the kick returns that he brought back. And he made a couple of big catches that really helped Castile get a lot of yards down the field. So I think he's a really great receiver when it comes to getting into open space and making a big play when Castile needs it. And that speed is killer as well too. And so when you have guys like that and some other guys too, I think what makes Castile so great is they have so many guys that complement each other. They each kind of have different skill sets. Just throughout the offense, and it really complement them nice. So I'm really excited for what Joe Bushman is going to do at the 6A level, and they match up against a really great team in Higley that also on any given night can be a really high firing offense, and so that matchup is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I'm really
Hey,
excited for the 6A bracket. I'm Chili. I don't know how he feels.
I'm cool. I like it.
I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait for it. I think there's going to be a lot of good games. I was surprised in the Pinnacle Williamsfield result the other day. So Pinnacle drops down and is in that #1 spot. They've been hunting for a state title for a while now. It'll be cool to see if they can get over the hump. Higley too as well. Can they win their first title in 6A? ALA Queen Creek winning with the big boys. Like that's interesting. Perry, they've kind of struggled a little bit, but here they are in the playoffs again. Mesa, that massive win over Highland to come back. Like there's a lot of cool storylines that I think can play out as the bracket goes on.
I think the biggest thing out of that is I think you're looking at a Pinnacle team that probably has its best shot to win a state championship since they were in it in 2022.
Yeah.
There's just the way they're formatted, how they've kind of really been healthy throughout the entire year. I know they've had some different things go on in the quarterback position, but other than that, their front seven defensively and up front on the offensive line has been really healthy all year. And then this is a Higley team. And if you look back historically, right, the Knights when they move up to 6A after being in 5A have struggled a little bit. But I think what Coach Zuby showed this year is that their team really did grow a lot during their time in 5A, winning those state championships and now moving up, and they've accepted the challenge really, really well.
Hey, I got a question. I think we've kind of seen one shocker-ish already in Cactus Shadows losing so early. Shout out to Donovan Dixon, who's had an absolutely amazing career.
Third most
and done
total
so
yards in
many
the
things.
entire country.
Yeah, he's done so many things over there to elevate that program with his dad, which I think is super cool.
Yeah, the
Are
third
there
most total
any
yards in the entire country.
in the
Yes.
entire
In the
country?
entire country.
Sounds like player of the year type stuff to me. But
Let me write that down.
I'm just putting that out there. I know we got a lot of super talented candidates, but
We do.
do either of you guys think that there are any other possible shockers left in this playoffs? Who is that team that you think can shock the world this week?
We got 60
I'll
seconds
put it
left,
out
Adam.
there.
Go
I'll
ahead.
put it out there.
I'm looking.
Give me Desert Mountain, the upset
I
Desert
like
Edge,
it. I was gonna
and get
say
a
the same
big
thing.
win in Goodyear. I think that it's coach. I know Coach Conrad is hungry. I know he's hungry. He's waited for this opportunity. This is a matchup that has been years in the making. I love Desert Mountain. I love their energy right now. Give me Desert Mountain over Desert Edge.
I got a few before Chili says goodbye. Brophy over Chandler.
Woo!
Woo!
I got
Woo!
Brophy over Chandler. Higley over Castile. Mesa over Centennial. Horizon over Marana. And Canyon View over Desert View.
I like Canyon View.
Wow.
I like
Yeah.
Canyon View. I like
I
that
love
one.
what they're doing. I love what they're doing and beating an undefeated team that's been so successful. Shout out to Coach Bonilla. He's been absolutely phenomenal over there. I know that we're about out of time, so I want to
We're
make
out
sure
of
that I
time.
plug this properly.
You talk too
Make
much
sure
in
you
the
check
show,
into
Chili.
make sure you check into the two-piece tomorrow. Me and Gridiron breaking down some games. I'll have Beetlejuice on. And yeah, there's that.
Adam, I'm sorry, man. Chili just talks way too much at the
Nah,
beginning.
I'm just grateful to be here. I'm just
we
grateful
get
to be here.
rolling, and he wants to talk about, how he doesn't like the sun.
No, I
It's
like
too
the
much.
Suns. Calm down.
It's too
Wow.
much. We didn't even make it to
Hey.
ASU. They got a game against Colorado this week.